Hello and welcome to Music Analysis, Theory and Technique, the series where we unpack the ideas, the craft and the trickery in some of the better known and some of the lesser known musical works. Today we are looking at Summertime Rolls from Jane's Addiction's 1988 debut studio album, Nothing Shocking, which was certified platinum a decade later and has gone on to become considered a pivotal moment in the story of rock. It even had a 24-karat gold disc remaster in 2012. Let's do it. So the bass line is a classic and very much an Eric Avery riff. If you saw my last video on the channel on Scar Tissue, you'd know that this is one of the songs that inspired John Frusciante to write the Scar Tissue riff. And the approach to this bass line, funnily enough, is the same. It's using tenths, which is a compound interval, which is any interval that is greater than an octave. So when we're thinking tenths, we're really just thinking thirds, but up the octave. Now it starts on a C sharp major chord, and we have C sharp as our bass note, and then we have an E sharp as our tenth. Now, enharmonically, that's an F. When you're playing that on the fretboard, it looks like an F, but an E or some type of E is the third of some type of C. In this case, we have a C sharp as our root, an E sharp as our third. Some kind of F would be a fourth. So we have that to begin with, and then we have a passing note, and we move up to an E major chord. Now, there is no E major chord in C sharp major. What this is a borrowed chord. They're borrowing from the parallel minor scale, the C sharp minor scale, and taking a chord from that and placing it within a C sharp major context. So if we look at the scale here, you can see that in C major, we have an E sharp as our third scale degree. Whereas if you look at the C sharp minor scale, you see that that third scale degree is an E and it's a major chord. So what's happening here is we're going from the 1 of C sharp major to the 3 of C sharp minor and back and forth again. And onto the guitar part. So this is Dave's part, and he does a whole bunch of different runs that are all variations of one another. So I've chosen just to pick one in the middle of the song that I think illustrates a bit of everything really well. Now, the guitar plays off of the harmonic foundation of the bass. It's really following the chord progression that we just had a look at. So over the C major chord, Dave is playing this run, which fits nicely within our C major scale. But when the E major chord comes in, he also shifts scale and we get this run instead. And now the numeric values that you can see on screen with the score are being placed in relation to the chord that this melody is being played over. Now that's one way of looking at it. Now you could also look at this as swapping from a C sharp major scale to a C sharp Dorian scale. But I think it's important to note, if you go and watch any of the live performances available online or in person, if you're lucky enough, you'll notice that he's doing a lot of improvisation. So take these ideas with a grain of salt. It's a very much in the moment kind of run a lot of the time. And that's where we'll leave it for today. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you've had some fun with this and gotten some value out of the video. If you have, a like and a subscribe do go a long way in helping the channel. And maybe you'd like to check out some of the other songs we've had a look at in this series, or check out the jazz or heavy metal series that I have available on the channel too. Or if you're after some new original music, then check out the Spawn of Seed page. All the links are in the description and on the channel page. As always, happy playing, and I'll catch you in the next one.